Blessed is he who comes. Recognition, arrival, and the gate of increase in Real Hoodoo. Shalom, family. After I taught on the biblical names of fortune, the metaphysical vibration of increase, two scriptures came to me immediately. Psalm 118:26 and Matthew 23:39. And both of them carry the same revelation. Recognition unlocks visitation. Acknowledgement unlocks increase. Blessing unlocks arrival. Psalm 118:26 says, one line, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. That is a priestly blessing. That is a temple gate blessing. That is the formal welcome spoken over the one who carries God's authority. When the anointed one approached the sanctuary, the priest spoke that blessing. It was the gate of recognition. It was the gate of arrival. It was the gate of increase. Psalm 118 is a procession psalm. It's about entering the presence of God. It's about the righteous approaching the altar. And verse 26 is the moment of acknowledgement. The moment the gatekeepers recognize who is coming. That blessing is not casual. It is covenant. It is identity. It is authority. It is increase. Now look at Matthew 23:39. Jesus says, you will not see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. He quotes Psalm 118:26, word for word. He ties his arrival, his visitation, his presence to the same blessing. Family, hear this. Jesus is saying Jerusalem cannot receive him until they speak the gate blessing. They cannot see him until they acknowledge him. They cannot experience his increase until they recognize his identity. Recognition unlocks visitation. Acknowledgement unlocks increase. Blessing unlocks arrival. Psalm 118:26 is the arrival blessing. Matthew 23:39 is the arrival condition. The blessing opens the gate. The recognition opens the door. The acknowledgement opens the flow. This is real hoodoo. This is covenant identity. This is the metaphysical vibration of increase. You cannot receive what you refuse to recognize. Say that once again. You cannot receive what you refuse to recognize. You cannot walk in that you refuse to acknowledge. You cannot experience the blessing of the one who comes in God's name until you speak the blessing reserved for him. Psalm 118 says, "Blessed is he who comes." Matthew 23 says, "You would not see him until you say it." Family, this is the gate of increase. This is the gate of visitation. This is the gate of recognition. When you recognize the one God sends, increase enters. When you acknowledge the one who carries God's name, blessing enters. When you speak the gate blessing, visitation enters. This is why those verses came to me after the names of fortune teaching. Because fortune, increase, blessing, prosperity, visitation, all flow through recognition, all flow through acknowledgement, all flow through covenant identity. Psalm 118:26 is the blessing. Matthew 23:39 is the requirement. Together, they form the gate of increase. Shalom.